Hey everyone, Jason here, digital marketing consultant, and in this Vimeo versus YouTube showdown, we're going to be looking at the pros and cons of each and definitively answer the question, which one is best for your sales and marketing? So kicking things off, the very first thing we want to look at is promoting. When it comes to your content marketing strategy or just your outreach strategy, which is best for getting your videos in front of new prospects, new visitors. And of course, YouTube wins hands down because it is the second largest search engine in the world. Vimeo pretty much has zero discoverability. So it has a lot of great features for filmmakers and creators, but when it comes to your marketing, Vimeo pretty much falls flat on its face when it comes to discoverability, whereas YouTube, even if you're doing all of your marketing on a different platform or you're doing it on your WordPress blog, you're going to get a lot of the great discoverability and features even if you're not trying very hard. Now, something that is important to note though, when you're looking at a video player for your blog videos, I actually still recommend YouTube over Vimeo simply because of, number one, it will help with SEO, and even if you don't believe it'll help with SEO, number two, if you're doing any marketing in the US, you should know that a lot of data carriers actually allow people to watch YouTube videos without eating up their monthly limits, which essentially means that if you get a lot of mobile traffic, YouTube videos on your blog is actually going to be an advantage because people are more likely going to watch them because they're not concerned about eating up their data, whereas with a Vimeo video, irrespective of where you are in the world, is probably going to eat up your data. Most carriers don't have anything special about Vimeo videos being able to be streamed without eating up mobile data limits. Now, when it comes to your sales videos, the conversation completely switches. It's a complete 180 here. There's hands down no reason that you should be using YouTube for your sales videos. And this is simply because even if you modify the embed functions, you don't want someone watching your sales letter or watching part of your launch sequence and having recommended videos show up at the bottom, or worse, recommended videos showing at the end, distracting them when they're supposed to click on that buy now link or subscribe now link. And so when it comes to sales videos on your site, Vimeo definitely wins because of the advanced controls with embedding. You can remove player controls, you can have it autoplay, I'll get to that in a second though, and you can also add your own custom branding to it if you purchase one of the higher tiers. Even if you start with the lowest plan, you're going to have all the control you need in order to make sure that your sales messages are clean and free of distraction from other videos, whereas YouTube, it's a promotion platform. Its goal is to get people to just keep watching, and watching. And so you don't want people to keep watching when you want them to click the buy now link underneath your sales video. Now, quick note on the autoplay feature. This is something that a lot of new entrepreneurs are still making a mistake with. And that is, even though you have the ability to autoplay, you don't want to anymore because most browsers are going to block the audio. So your sales message will start playing and then someone will realize like, hey, where's the sound? And they'll click on it a couple times and then the sound will come through, but they're not going to be able to go back and hear what the first 10 to 30 seconds was while they were trying to figure out why there was no sound. So definitely using something like a thumbnail that says click here to play is the best way to go to make sure that when you're using Vimeo on your site for your sales videos, that people actually hear the entire message. And of course, with Vimeo, it's very easy to remove all of the player controls if you want someone to actually sit down and watch the whole thing without skipping around. Now, when it comes to pricing, obviously the pricing is very different. One costs money, the other doesn't. So with Vimeo, you could actually get away with their basic plan, which is $7 a month or $84 a year. Whereas YouTube, of course, is 100% free, always free. So the $84 a year price tag is just out of your range. Then you can use YouTube for your sales videos. Of course, you can make sure that they're unlisted and remove all of the branding depending upon what page builder you're using, or modifying the YouTube embed code directly, which is something that you can do. Now, that does it for the breakdown of YouTube versus Vimeo. So as a quick summary, anything with content marketing outreach, YouTube hands down wins. It's the second largest search engine in the world, and it is going to give you a tremendous amount of flexibility, even if you want to embed the videos on your site. Whereas Vimeo is great because it makes sure that people stay focused on your sales messages for your sales pages, launch sequences, upsell, downsell sequences. Vimeo has you covered. Now, there's another one that's up and coming called Wistia. And Wistia is one that I think is eventually going to replace Vimeo in terms of being a viable solution for your marketing. The only reason I'm not recommending it here and now is because if you're a beginner, paying $100 a month to host your videos is pretty hefty, right? So there are a lot of other things you should be spending your money on as a new entrepreneur. So I don't recommend Wistia to new people, but you can check it out because they do have a free plan where you can have up to 3 videos free forever. So what that means is you can have your sales video for free, and then you have 2 videos for your upsell sequence. So you can give Wistia a try. Of course, they do have their branding on that free plan, but it is a viable free alternative to Vimeo. So thank you so much for watching. I sincerely hope you got some value out of this video. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe for more marketing tactics and strategies just like the ones covered in this video. Comment below if you have any questions. And as always, keep building the business you love.